I know it's been a while, okay? I know it's been a while. Don't worry. It's gonna be worth the wait, okay? It's gonna be one big video that will be worth it in the end. I promise you that. I promise you that. But in this case, I mean, this isn't a vlog or anything, so it's not like it's required daily. But here I am. But you know what's on my mind? People who actually have sickle cell as well, but take advantage of it. Like, they abuse it. Meaning, though sickle cell is painful in general, to relieve that pain, majority of the time, outside of being hydrated by drinking a lot of fluids, because you have to stay hydrated, period, because that keeps oxygen in your blood cells. The less oxygen that's in the blood cells, the more you're going to have sickled blood cells. Maybe I should just back up a little bit. Sickle cell disease, overall, you have the normal red blood cells like a regular human being has. And then, in my case, I have the regular ones that can go through the veins easily, provide oxygen throughout the body. They can squeeze through the small vessels and whatnot. It's easy flow, no problem. But when they start to lose that oxygen, they go from that circle to more like a squeezed in sickle or a croissant shape. Like half moon, you know, croissant, a bite off a cookie, etc., etc. There's a picture. And when they're like that, they stack on top of each other. They don't just go through on the regular, nice and smooth. They stack. It's like one on top of each other. They just keep going, keep going, keep going. And because of their stacking in that area, let's say it's in my finger, and in my veins, in the vessels, they're just stacking along the walls. In that area, wherever it is, say in the middle of my finger, that is going to cause a lot of pain in my case, to where I don't even want to move my finger. I'll feel the throbbing sensation. That throbbing sensation is the blood flow, but it's not pumping normal red blood cells. It's pumping croissant-shaped, sickle-shaped cells, and that hurts. It can get so bad to where if just that one little bit of pain in my finger will keep me from wanting to use my whole hand, maybe even my arm. And because of that, if I don't get the treatment that is necessary, this can escalate, cause a blood clot, which can lead to a stroke, etc., etc. And if I don't get that situated, it can go throughout my body. I can have a full body crisis. Very, very painful. People ask what that pain is like. There's no real description I can give you for what does that feel like. Like, there's bone breaking, there's stabbing. Those are the ones that we probably hear the most, especially the throbbing sensation, because it doesn't matter where it's at in the body. Majority of the time, we're going to feel that throbbing because of the blood flow through the body. And every time it does that, it just causes more and more pain. If not, it's at a steady pain scale, like say 6 or 7, but it's going to stay like that the entire time until we get the treatment. Any movement, anything outside of the treatment that is needed can make our situation worse. Anything. From laughing, crying, joking, just walking across the room. It doesn't matter what it is. So in my case, I like to just chill. Let's say if it's in my finger still, I will not use my entire arm. I will do this exactly. I'm not using my arm. I don't care what it is. This one little finger got me from moving around and enjoying to nope, I don't got an arm. Nope, I'm not moving it. Don't touch me. Really, don't touch me. Because I'm trying to concentrate. Not only am I not using my arm, I'm trying to concentrate mentally to keep my mind on other things, or even concentrating on the pain itself, just so I can mellow out until I can, like, say, receive some pain medicine, or until the pain medicine kicks in, or until I get the oxygen needed, or drinking some water, or in the hospital, the fluids through my IV, whatever. This one little finger can cause that. So now imagine that entire scenario throughout different parts of the body. An arm, a knee, a foot, my back, neck, even the head, even your privates. Yes, your privates. In the males, there is priapism, which is erection, pretty much, but it's a painful erection. It's not a pleasurable erection. So imagine just getting it first off, and you're in pain, and you're erected at the same time. And in order to get that treated, you need to go to the hospital, and they have to treat it. But the treatment difference between priapism and a normal, regular crisis, like in the different limbs, though I may get a port and an IV or something like that and get that punctured so I can get fluids throughout my body, priapism, they have to take the needle. Pretty sure you're gonna guess where I'm going with this. They have to take that needle and pump out the extra blood that is causing that erection, because that's how erections work. A lot of flow, a lot of pumping, a lot of blood, not so much satisfaction, but they have to get that out. So yeah, that's pretty much what sickle cell is. You deal with that, you got to get the treatments, etc., etc. Now, going back to the beginning, my problem is those who abuse it. Because when we go to the hospital, or even when we're trying to fight it at home, we are prescribed or have to take pain pills that are on another level. Another level from Motrin and Tylenol. That's for sure. Guarantee you that. And because of that, there are people who go to the hospital so much, I would say like every other day, every week, to where nurses and doctors, they still have to treat that person in the ER. They cannot refuse that treatment. But because they abuse it so much, those who actually go to the hospital, like say in my case, I'm gonna just say in my case, every 2 or every 3 months, when I'm having like a real crisis and I can't take care of it at home, they treat us as if we're drug users because of another person that is actually abusing it. And that just bothers me. I mean, they shouldn't do that either way. I understand why, but they shouldn't do it either way. And to still be labeled as a drug user, knowing that the pain that you're going through, it just shuts down your whole life. Like, you cannot do anything, period. You lose your limbs. Now, I don't mean like cut off. I'm just saying being able to use them. Like, I've had a full body crisis to where I had to go to the hospital. I couldn't use my arms. I couldn't walk. People had to carry me in the hospital, through the hospital, into my bed. I couldn't wash up. And then for me to have a nurse or a doctor that's looking at me like, okay, you're just here because you want some drugs, huh? You just want some drugs. No, bro, that's not the case. Treat me as I should be treated. Like that, I don't get why that is. And I think that is because of those who abuse it. There gotta be something that we could do to, I don't know, have some type of better treatment for those who's actually going through on a regular, and then those who are abusing it. Of course, the nurses see those who come in on a regular, and then the nurses know those who come in with a serious case or serious sickle cell crisis. Thankfully, that in my case, I have nurses on the floor that I always go to that know me because I've been there for years. 9th floor, Hurley Medical Center. I love you guys. Y'all are the best. I would not trade it for anything else in the world. If I moved to another state, I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Because the nurses there are, oh my God, amazing. I'm just so thankful for all the nurses there that I've ever came across. Yes. Back to the point, though. It's just crazy how other sicklers abuse the situation just to get those drugs and whatnot. I'm sitting here thinking, like, why? And the only thing I could think of is the sicklers who are abusing it. More than likely, this causes addiction. Okay? I might be going off on a whole nother rant, tangent here or whatever, but I'm just gonna go with it, okay? And I understand that as well. Me, myself, I can only talk about myself. I've been through it as well, okay? Years. There was times where the pain medicine that I was taking so much, not like I was willing, I ain't gonna say willing, but not that I was just taking it for no reason. It started out when I was having a bad crisis, and the medicine that was prescribed to me, I took that to get rid of the pain, but I also wanted to be active in life. So now, while I'm still going through a crisis, instead of me taking everything slow, missing out on the events that are, going on or whatnot, family, friends, whatever it may be, I'm pushing myself to do things how I want them to be done, instead of patiently and waiting for my body to heal properly. So now I'm taking these pills more than I should, which will create that addiction. And because of that addiction, it got to the point to where I couldn't even start my day without taking a pill. Getting up, waking up in the morning, I would just lie in the bed, watch TV, play games, and come to doing something, going out somewhere, I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I'll be in depressed mode or whatever. But if it's something else that I knew I had to be there, I just didn't have the motive to go and be a part of something, I would take that pill and I'm like, oh, hey, let's do it. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I'm there. Let's go. That went on for, man, I can't even, years. I'm going to say years, okay? Years. For real, years. And it got to the point to where I started to realize my body was breaking down. And no matter how much I would take, because the body can only take so much, period. No matter how much I would take, it wasn't enough to get me through the day or through the week or whatever. So now, not only am I taking way too much medicine, but in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, if I really get sick now, I have nothing to take. So now I'm going to the hospital double, triple times when I should be going. And getting scripts written and all this other stuff. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't do that. I gotta wait. And me realizing my situation and what was going on in my life and my body, I had to stop. And because I know how powerful the mind is, I did it on my own. I didn't make it public. My family didn't even really know. They might have noticed some things, but they didn't say it to me publicly. They didn't say it to anybody else either. They may have noticed it. I don't know. But I took it upon myself to fix my situation because of where I was. And I'm not saying like, oh, I was homeless. No, my family has always been there for me. I was staying home with my parents still. I'm just saying, because I know how powerful the mind is, I got myself in this situation, I'm going to try to get myself out. So I went through that, got myself out of that situation. I'm going to share that story, actually. I'm going to share that story. That'd be the next video. If not the next video after that. I'm going to share that full story and what I went through. But I got myself out of that, and oh my God, I felt better. I felt better. I felt like my old self again. And then I realized how much time has gone past, that I was never truly myself, but I was there in the events, there with family, there with friends or whatever, but I wasn't myself. It amazes me how long I went and I wasn't myself the entire time. Like that's crazy. When you think about that, it's just like a dummy. Or if you want to go to zombie, you can say zombie. I can go with that. It's like a walking zombie. It's a dead body, dead mind. But it is there. It's there. I wasn't myself for sure. I can promise you that. Some family may even notice it. I don't know. But that's what I think about when I think of those who abuse the situation, abuse sickle cell, abuse the meds that give those who are actually trying a bad look. I don't know what to do with that. Because I've been going through it all my life. Even through all of that, from beginning when I was able to take care of myself to now. You go through that period, even when I wasn't realizing what the situation was, from other doctors, from other nurses, the way I was treated. I've been going through it throughout my life, but that's just been on my mind. Because, excuse me. Because that's a big portion of my life. I got sickle cell. There is a cure. I say it like that because I'm sure it is. I'm just not sure the path to take to approach that topic, or to be a part of something like that. So yeah, that's another conversation as well. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I don't know what to do. It's a sucky situation all the way around, but it just really, I don't know. It's just crazy. But you know what? It ain't gonna stop me from doing what I gotta do. It is not gonna stop me at all.